guys, it's Janelle, also known as My Happy Day. So today I thought I'd talk about how and why I decided to go over to Korea. So I graduated from college in the winter of 2009, and right away I applied for the JET program. I'd been wanting to do that for years and years, and I always had an interest in Japan, and I took Japanese in college. So I thought for sure I was at least going to get an interview, but like spring came and went, and I didn't get an interview for JET, and I was just absolutely heartbroken. But then I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna keep working my part-time job and then figure out what I want to do next. And I was thinking about grad school, but also like art school and grad school is expensive, and I didn't have any money saved up, so I just thought, oh God, what am I gonna do? And my friend, who also took Japanese with me in college, said, hey, why don't you look at this thing called the EPIK program? And I had never heard of it before because I didn't take Korean in college, and like I was interested in Korean pop culture at the time, but I wasn't like as into it as like the time sort of like leading up to when I was going. But anyway, I looked into EPIK. I thought, well, this is just basically JET, but in Korea, and that sounds pretty cool. And I applied to this recruiter called Canadian Connections. And the advantage of the recruiter over just doing everything myself was I had no idea what I'm doing, and the internet has so many conflicting things. So a recruiter, if they accept you, will take you through step by step of every step of the process if they're good, and help you get everything in order. I'll probably make a separate video about documents and all that stuff later, but like the one thing I will say is get your FBI check done early. Not too early because it has to be within 6 months of your application date, but like it takes a really long time. So you get your FBI check, and I think you have to write an essay and fill out an application and everything. And I sent that to Canadian Connections, and then they sent all that to EPIK, and they communicate back and forth. And then I had my interview with EPIK, and that went really well. It was just a nighttime Skype sort of interview, and next thing I know, Canadian Connections emails me, and they said, well, it's hard to go to Seoul, and it's hard to go to like Busan and Incheon because like everybody wants to go there. Like, is it okay for your third or fourth choice? And my third or fourth choice was something like probably Daegu and Daejeon. And I said, yeah, no, Daejeon, that sounds like a cool place. And like a day later, like, okay, you're going to Daejeon. Like, really? That's it? Like, that was decided that quickly? Holy crap, I'm going to Korea. I had like a month and a half to prepare everything. So, I put in my time at my job, which actually like I finished working like 4 days before I left, and I had to go and get my visa at the embassy, which is really annoying. And I had this like mini visa scare because there was like one embassy in, I think, California, and the Chicago embassy. And there was some sort of stamp on the EPIK contract that says you need this signature, this form or something. And really you didn't. And so the EPIK office says, look, it's fine. All the embassies know this. But like Chicago and that one other embassy was like, nope, you need to get a brand new contract. I'm like, are you kidding? I'm leaving. I have a plane ticket to Korea in a week. Well, luckily, EPIK, they mailed it really, really fast, and I drove down like 3-4 days before I was supposed to leave to the embassy, and I'm like, so am I going to get this like in a day or two? They're like, maybe. I'm like, no, there's no maybe. I'm getting on a plane in 3 days. I will be coming back tomorrow, and I really hope my passport is here. And luckily, I got it like a day, 2 days, I think 2 days before my plane left, which was a total panic, but whatever. So anyway, the whole process in itself was like really easy. I mean, I knew I wanted to go overseas. Like I said, originally it was Japan, and then I went for Korea, and you know what? It was just the best decision, and it was really easy, especially going through a recruiter. I mean, they do a lot of the work, and they hold your hand basically, which I'm grateful for because I just had no idea what I was doing. So I know that EPIK has sort of upped their requirements for the applicants. Like when I went in, all I had was my application and my bachelor's degree, which by the way wasn't in education. I have a BFA, Bachelor of Fine Arts. And admittedly, like I'm one of those people who probably wasn't, I wasn't qualified because I had a BFA. I hadn't even done tutoring. I got my online TEFL certificate, nothing special, like 80 or 100 hours or something like that. But I mean, I wasn't a teacher. And that's one of the things that brought me back to the States. Like, I probably could have stayed in Korea, but like, I always felt like I'm not really a teacher. I teach, I do all right, but I don't really feel like I'm a qualified teacher. So now that I've come back to the States, I applied for a master's program, getting a TESOL master's, and I'm on my second semester for that, and I'm really excited to be getting into stuff, and I'm hoping to go back to Korea if I can once I finish the master's. It could be Korea. I'd still love to go to Japan, maybe somewhere else in Asia, because I kind of like Asia in general. But I mean, I could even stay here. I mean, who knows what's going to happen in the next year and a half. So there must be a lot of you guys who are thinking about applying. I think it's a little late to apply for spring 2015 of EPIC, but it's never too early to think about applying for fall. You should apply early. You should get your documents ready early. Like if you're thinking about applying for fall intake, I'd say start inquiring maybe to some recruiters around April, and I'd say April or May. And then I'd say May, start getting all of your official documents together, especially the FBI check, because it takes so long and you don't want to be waiting on that thing like, a week before you're supposed to be leaving, because you need that. Of course, you can get it mailed to you when you're in Korea, but that's just such a hassle and it's so stressful. So just get everything prepared and lined up and you will have no problem. So are any of you thinking applying for EPIC next year or perhaps the year after? I can try and answer any questions I can. Of course, some requirements have changed since I was accepted, and some contract details have changed since I was accepted, but I still have friends in the program, and I will do anything I can to help you guys out because I had such a great experience and I would like you guys to experience the same thing. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.